Good morning, Dr. Lim.
Good morning.
So over the last couple of weeks and months, we've seen scooters get dropped off on the corner, the ride share, tap your phone on it, and you're off and running on a bike share and a bike scooter. For every yin, there's a yang. Hospitals are now starting to see people with scooter accidents coming into the hospital.
Yeah, so these scooters actually get to be going quite fast, and our beautiful sidewalks and roads aren't necessarily the smoothest.
Right.
And so it's pretty easy to get out of control. And so hospitals are actually starting to see serious injuries from these. And then the other conundrum is that when you're riding a bike or similar type of a thing, you're supposed to wear a helmet. And that's sort of the modern day. I know you and I didn't do that back when we were kids. We didn't ride helmets, but theoretically now we should have learned better, and we should be riding helmets. But I think if you go around today, or you remember the last few days seeing folks riding these scooters, there's no helmets to be found. And so I think that we do have to be cognizant of the yin and yang piece. You know, it's a little more convenient to be able to use your phone app to get on a scooter, and it takes you someplace a little bit quicker, but there's a safety concern too, and you got to make sure that you are looking out for yourself.
Well, and just because you have the helmet, doesn't that get into a false sense of security?
Well, correct. The helmet does not prevent you from everything that happens, whether you're on a bike or a scooter or whatever. It is for your protection, but still trying to be careful. So losing control on this. How many hours have you spent riding an electric scooter to perfect your skills and balance and knowing how to look out for people that come out unexpectedly around a corner, and then theoretically you're also not supposed to ride them on the roads, but then now when you take them on the roads, now you're trying to dodge cars and trucks and other things. And so I think there's a lot of hazards and a lot of potential danger with these scooters.
Not just the scooters, the ride-sharing scooters, but you've also got the regular scooters. And then you see these kids with these hoverboards and the I don't know what you call them, the sort of skateboards, the regular skateboards, and then the 21st century skateboards, and then the bicycles. And I mean, you see kids all the time doing all this stuff without helmets.
You do, and I think that's existed for forever.
Yeah.
And so I'm not a proponent necessarily of the fact that you have to legislate safety. I think common sense will usually win the day. You only have to knock your noggin a couple times, I think, before you start sort of learning that, well, that might not be a good thing.
Well, but in all seriousness, I agree with you, right? A helmet, what are you talking about? No, they didn't have helmets. They didn't have car seats when we were kids. But you know what? There but for the grace of God go any of us, because there's a couple of us from our generation who aren't doing so well because they got hit on the head the wrong way.
Correct. And winter's coming, and I've been a big skier and never used to ski with a helmet, but now that's the way to do it. And there have been some serious accidents. So skiing, riding a bike, riding the scooters, skateboards, all kinds of stuff. And one of the most beautiful changes, I think, from when you and I are kids is they have skateboard parks now. And so they sort of have ways for these things to be out of the streets and out of the sidewalk. And I think that's a much better improvement, including the helmets and the safety equipment too.
I will say this. I started riding, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and I rode without a helmet on somewhere. I was like, helmet, schmelmet, I don't need a helmet. I know how to ride a bike. And I got to where I was going, and there were 3 or 4 adults who kind of shamed me.
Yeah.
They were like, what are you, an idiot?
Yeah.
And I was like, really? They're like, what are you? You're going to ride to the park in the street without a helmet? Go get a helmet. And so it was almost like it was a herd mentality. I was almost shamed into wearing a helmet.
Well, good for them in a little ways, because we necessarily don't always make the best decisions for ourselves, but you're getting help from the people around us to make us realize, oh, I didn't think about that.
Right.
I'm taking a chance that I probably shouldn't actually be taking.
Well, I know exactly. It was vanity. It was like, I'll look stupid in that helmet. Right,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Shut up and wear the helmet, you dummy." So
My hope would be that we're not riding scooters, bikes, and whatever because we think we look good.
right, no, I know. Well, but I'm as guilty as the rest of them.
Yeah,
So.
but getting out and doing things in the outdoors, enjoying the beautiful fall days, I'm all for that. I think we just need to be a little more self-aware and not take chances with our body. We only have one of them, so we should try to take care of it.
Dr. Michael Lim, is it true that if you would have won the $1.4 billion lottery yesterday, yesterday, you still would have gone to work today?
That's correct.
That is correct.
It's easy, of course, for me to say since I did not win, but that is correct. I'd be doing the exact same thing today as I did yesterday.
There is a rumor going around that you're the one of us who would still go to work the next day, and you do what you love, so we appreciate it.
Rumor's true. Thanks.
Cardiologist at SSM Health SLU Hospital and SLU Care, Dr. Michael M. Thanks, sir.
Have a great day.
826, Big 5.